Hello, my Pisces. Welcome to October. It's Maria, insightfulastrology.com. Okay, let's get right to it because Venus, the planet of love, money, beauty, self-worth, will turn retrograde. That happens once every 18 months in a different area of your chart each time. And it's a time overall when Venus-ruled matters tend to not function outwardly because we have to internalize and recalibrate. So what are Venus-ruled matters? Venus is love, money, relationship, harmony, your self-worth, and your talents. So from October 5th until November 16th, Venus is going to be retrograde. And from the 5th until the 31st of this month, she will be retrograde in your 9th house. Next month, it's a different part of your chart, different conversation. For this month, you're really focusing on what Venus retrograde means in your 9th house. Well, what's the 9th house? This is the area of your chart connected to expansion, growth, opportunity, spirituality, integrity, morals. So in a very real way, you're struggling with, is my relationship going anywhere? Is it growing? Is there a real growth potential? Or is there something dark and unsavory that I haven't wanted to confront about the fact that this relationship is not going in the direction I want it to go to? And I say dark and unsavory because it's Scorpio. And Scorpio does not mess around. Scorpio is extreme. Scorpio is about complicated situations in love. Venus and Scorpio. Okay, so there's possibly a situation where one of you wants the relationship to progress and the other has no intention. And you, sweet Pisces, might have been fooling yourself. Or it might actually be you who's been on the fence. And the thing is, the 9th house is about that magic carpet ride and expansion and reaching new heights together when it comes to love. And you're in this grind now that it's retrograde. And you might really be struggling with having to be honest with yourself about the long-term, not just potential of the relationship, but the potential of this relationship to contribute to your long-term happiness and well-being. There might also be an issue of integrity, a moral situation that comes up for you to deal with connected to your love relationship with Venus retrograde in the 9th house. It could be an actual legal matter for some of you, but for most of you, this is, honestly, this is about you being true to yourself. If your integrity is questioned, if you're questioning your own integrity as you make decisions in your love life, now you're going to take pause and really let that sit with you. Have you become someone that you know you're not because of this relationship, because of love? Or is it the other person? Okay, this could be the other person. If you're married, there might be an issue with your in-laws this month for you to deal with. If you're going through a divorce, this could be a legal situation that the fight for money and settlement and breaking up of resources really becomes an issue this month and into next month. But that's only if you're married and actually already in the process of getting a divorce. I'm not saying you're going to get a divorce if you're not. But every one of you Pisceans out there who have some kind of love situation, you're gonna, however this resonates for you, you're gonna have to confront where you have not been true to yourself and honest with yourself about this situation and about whether or not it serves your long-term happiness. And if it does, you'll come out of this retrograde fine. The relationship will be intact. In fact, what this could do is some honest conversations between you and your partner might actually get you on the same page. you might have that same vision quest by the end of this cycle. But if you don't, if you have come to the realization that you're at this fork in the road and your partner has this magic carpet ride that they want to go on, but you have this magic carpet ride that you want to go on, if that's your situation by the end of this retrograde, you might take your magic carpet rides separately. I don't advise you to make any radical decisions right now, though, if you can help it. I will tell you sometimes, karmic love stuff happens during retrograde cycles like this, and it might be unavoidable for some of you. I have definitely had those experiences where during Venus retrograde, not only I met someone that I ended up marrying, and I also had a sudden breakup of a long-term 9-year relationship. Both times Venus was retrograde. So you can't always avoid decisions. Fated things happen during Venus retrograde cycles when it comes to love and money. So if there is a fated love relationship situation that's meant to happen for you guys, it will happen, and it will certainly have those 9th house themes attached to it somehow. But there's also a new moon on the 8th, and that falls in your 8th house of shared resources and intimacy. So there is some kind of an opportunity for you with money that comes to you from a source besides your own paycheck, and that's a big umbrella, okay? I talk about my money tree behind me. I did this for Aries, okay? The money tree behind me is, it's got a lot of branches, right? That's the 8th house. There are so many branches on the money tree of your 8th house. You can get money from investments. You can get money from inheritance, from royalties, commissions, passive income, your spouse's income, settlement money. It's endless. And so with this new moon, Pisces, you guys will have an opportunity to create a new source of wealth that has nothing to do with your paycheck. And it could be really positive for you, but there's a delay. And there's also, I get the sense that for some of you, a friend might be trying to talk you out of it, or literally try to sabotage you, because this new moon is square Pluto in your 11th house of friendships. So be careful. If there's a friend that's really a friend of me out there for you, don't let somebody talk you out of making yourself better, improving yourself in some way, financially or otherwise. That's not what a real friend does. It's like a new investment. I see I don't know, let's say you want to start investing in stocks and you've never done it before. This would be the time to contact a broker or to do it on your own. But I would kind of advise you to be patient if you choose to make an investment during this time, because Venus is retrograde, so there's going to be a delay. So I think the best course of action is to do research and to plan your strategy around how you're going to develop this new revenue stream, whether it's passive income, whatever it is. And just hold off and don't pull the trigger until after November 16th, because Venus will go direct in this area of your chart on November 16th. And I promise you it's going to be forward momentum from that point. So my advice is move forward, do it, initiate, but don't pull the trigger on the actual investment until the middle of November. Do all of your due diligence and research and all of that, okay? Now, there's also a full moon happening on the 24th, and this full moon is falling in your 3rd house of communication. Also rules your siblings. The 3rd house is ruled by Venus. So again, love and money. There could be a sudden illumination that happens in your world connected to love and money, or both, one or the other, or both. It's out of the blue because this full moon is connected to Uranus, which is unexpected events. And there will be a Venus-Uranus opposition on the 31st across your communication axis. So it's like all of a sudden, someone who's been holding their cards really close and not revealing anything blurts everything out. That's how I see this for you guys. Like somebody goes from constipation of the mouth to diarrhea of the mouth very quickly. And it's the week of the 24th, the last week of October, that you're going to see this. And again, it could relate to your love life. It could relate to a financial decision. If you have any siblings, this could also be a sudden change in their life direction, or something happening to them suddenly. But it would affect you more than just, oh, so my brother's getting divorced. It would be more than just a secondary, oh my gosh, I feel so bad for him. It would involve you. So if you have any financial ties with a sibling, there could be some kind of shakeup going on around that, the end of October. And it could be a little stressful because of the surprise factor, the surprise element. Like you didn't see this coming, whatever this is. But overall, Pisces, Venus retrograde and the energy of October, it's going to teach you a lot about being true to yourself and then speaking that truth with clarity, regardless of the fallout, even if it's uncomfortable, even if you have to face things that you're trying hard to not face. That inconvenient truth that is there. It's time to see it. Okay? Next month, game changer for you. So if this is a tough month, hang on. November, oh my God, you are going to want to celebrate when I talk to you about November. Trust me. I love you guys.